Hi, I'm Yesenia Holzer, and for the cultural perspectives fulfillment of the Spanish class, I chose to do La Cocinera. And so today I'm going to make chilaquiles. It is traditionally a Mexican dish that is served at breakfast time. It is not breakfast time at all right now, but we're still going to make it. And it was originally made to repurpose like dried out tortillas. Now my tortillas are fresh from the store, but that's okay. It'll taste the same. And I'm using a recipe from Chocolates and Chai. And so I guess I'll start. I'm going to start by making the sauce, and I'm going to prepare everything. And I have a saucepan right here. And so, yeah. Okay, so in the pot we have onions and half an onion and 3 Roma tomatoes. And so typically there's 2 chiles used. So they have chile guajillo, and then there's chile de árbol. And I looked, but I couldn't find chile de árbol. But it says that it's optional because it's the heat. And so I guess we're just not going to have spicy chilaquiles, and I think that'll be okay. Yeah. So I only need 2 guajillo chiles. So I'm going to add 2. I don't know if I'm supposed to cut them or not. Probably take off the stems at least, right? But it says that they're seeded, so I guess I need to keep the seeds. So I'm gonna add the chiles, add the water, and then there's garlic, a little bit of salt, dried oregano, black pepper, and that's it for the salsa. So then I'm gonna put it on the stove and let it simmer for about 7 or 8 minutes. So for the garlic, I did not have garlic cloves, but I had ground garlic. No, not ground garlic, minced garlic. And so I just used that. But I'm just doing the last few bits of measuring, and I know most of the time you're supposed to measure with your heart, but since we're following a recipe, I figured it would be best to just stick with the recipe, even though like cooking, it doesn't matter that much. But now I have everything but the water. So I have everything in here. I'm gonna pour the water over it, and I'm gonna put it on the stove at medium heat, and I'm just gonna let it simmer. Okay, so here it is on the stove. There is the flame, and I'm going to get the oil set up on this side. So here's the oil all set up. It is at a low medium heat. Okay, so as you saw, I have the oil ready, and I pulled out about 12 tortillas, and I'm going to cut them into like 8ths or something like that, and then I'm going to fry them and season them. This is my Mexican cat, Tigger. He loves to cook. Well, really, he doesn't love to cook. He just loves a lot of food. He's really fat. Yeah. I will wash my hands after this. Okay, so I finished cooking the tortillas. I have taken the salsa off the stove, and so now I'm going to blend it. So I have a blender. Okay, so I think it's blended enough. It's really hot, but I'm going to put it on the stove and it's supposed to simmer to thicken up. Okay, so I did just realize that I forgot a very important step of the recipe, to only use half of the water from the sauce. But it's okay because I made a cornstarch slurry, which is not in the recipe, but I don't think that it's going to thicken up anyway else. I'm going to add that in if needed. Well, obviously it's going to need it, but it's supposed to simmer and thicken up. And then you add the tortillas, or the chips, or I don't know what to call them exactly. But I wish I had my spoon. So here's our sauce. It's a little bit liquidy, but we're going to add, I don't know, maybe that's good for now. And we're gonna mix it so that it doesn't get clumpy. And I have this on a medium heat, and we're going to hope that it thickens up properly as it's supposed to. Okay, so another thing I realized was that because I did double the amount of water, the ratio between sauce and chip is very unbalanced. So I took out 1 bowl full. I don't know if that's too much. We're not really going by the recipe anymore, but we are going to make the egg while the sauce simmers. So the egg yolk broke. It'll be okay. It's just not going to be as runny. Yeah, I think it'll still be a little runny, maybe. Okay, I've been slowly cleaning up. I'm gonna flip my egg. It's definitely not going to be runny. Okay, so I have this grab plate now. My egg is not over easy at all, and the sauce is still simmering. Oh. Okay, this is really not my day. But since the sauce is still simmering and like thickening up, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to retry my fried egg and not crack the yolk when I put it in. I really feel like this is not an excellent showcase of my cooking skills, but we're gonna try again because second time is always better. Better. Oh. Okay, so my egg, I've been cleaning up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be a good egg. And the sauce is coming along. I'm going to mix it with my right hand so that don't splash it everywhere. I don't think I blended it long enough for what it needed to be. And I don't really know how thick it's supposed to be, but I guess it is thickening up a little bit. It's just been simmering, chilling out like a dog. Chilling like a dog. Anyways, I don't know how thick it's supposed to be. It still seems quite runny, so I'm just gonna let it simmer a little bit more. This is the mess that I've made from spilling it. Okay, so my egg is done. I'm going to carefully place it on top of the other egg. And I am almost content. I think I actually am pretty content with the thickness of this sauce. Yeah, I don't really know how thick it's supposed to be, but I think this looks sauce enough. So I'm gonna grab the chips. Okay, so the chips have been grabbed, and I guess, well, let me reread the recipe just to make sure. Okay, so yes, it is time to add in the chips. I'm going to add in the chips, and they're just supposed to be coated in the sauce. The salsa. But this is too much, just real whole. Real whole. Yeah, real whole. There is verde, where you make verde sauce, but why would you do that? I don't know. Okay, yeah, so now you just coat it. I don't think I take out too much sauce either. I did spill some as well, so that might also not be accounted for. But here's, are they looking good? Yeah, I think so. And you just coat them. I'll count because I don't need it anymore. Okay, so now the light in front of me is flickering really bad. We have achieved the most important and most fun step of cooking. So now we get to eat it or plate it. I'm making a mess still. I have my chilaquiles. Gonna do a scoop and so I have crema mexicana. and it's really salty. That's why I just spilled all over my countertop. Okay, and then we have, okay, now we have queso fresco, and we did have an open one of these, surprisingly. We don't ever have this, but have a sliver. I don't know how much you put. I think you crumble it, right? This is so intense. I think that was a lot of cheese. Okay, let me go wash my hands so fast. Okay, now I have the egg, and I have both eggs, and I'll eat both eggs, but for purposes of this video, I'm not going to eat the other egg. Okay, so here's my plate. I know you can add like cilantro or other things like that, but I unfortunately don't like cilantro. Oh, it's barely runny. No, the heat was too high. It's okay. We have a little bit of runny egg. Okay, now for my taste test. It's actually really good. Despite all the messes that I've made, it has been a great, I think I'm the best cocinera. Thank you for watching my cooking video. Probably listen to the recipe better than I did. And yeah, thank you so much.